Hey guys, before we get started, the only game passes you need are multiple floors and advanced placement. Anyways, now let's get in with my Q&A. Okay, first question. What was the defining moment that made you decide to start your YouTube channel? I think I had another one before this, and I think it's really fun to do. And it's not like a permanent job where I have to continue doing it. I can stop whenever I want. But don't worry guys, I'm not planning on stopping yet. Okay, next question. Where do you find the inspiration for your YouTube ideas? I either find them in my head, or I'm a really big fan of Alaska Violet. You might know her. If you could collaborate with any YouTuber, living or dead, who would it be? Definitely Alaska Violet or Peachy Lexi. They're both one of my favourites. What is the hardest part of video making process for you? The hardest... Oh, this is a tricky one. I think it's mostly editing and producing on time, because I get really tired really easily, and then it gets a bit boring, and then I just have to boo, and then I just have to have this burst of energy to edit, and I just go boom, and I'll edit through loads of videos, but then they get outdated and I don't have time to post them all. If you had to delete all of your videos except one, which one would you keep? I would keep my first ever one, my house tour, because... No, actually, I would keep my bedroom one, because then I could know what my bedroom looks like. And I think that was also one that got quite a lot of views, but it's not about views, it's about, personal mental. How has your content changed from when you first started? So before I used to do this, really sped up, and I would just speed talk over it. But now I kind of actually edit them more and add sound effects. I haven't actually added sound effects in a while, guys, but you get how I get a bit tired. What is one piece of equipment you can't live without of? Definitely my iPad. Me and my iPad are besties. Okay, I literally use it almost daily, and if I don't use it, that's because I'm far too busy for it. Now I'm getting on to some personal Q&As. What is the dumbest way you have been injured? Ooh. I don't know why it's just standing still, guys. Oh, there we go, I'm moving again. So when I was 2 years old, I had my nanny and granddad had this elephant thing, and I tried to grab it, and I went back up, hit my head on the fireplace, and cracked my whole head open. Yep, that's that one. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Pizza. But the Tesco's, if you're British, Tesco's pizza, the thick crusty one. I do that every day. What's a random weird habit you have? Oh, I have quite a lot of weird habits. Definitely when I go to bed, I can unbutton the end of the bedsheet with my toes. And then I have to redo them in the morning. If you won the lottery tomorrow, what was the first thing you would buy? Actually, not to sound like one of them pick-me girl YouTubers, but I would definitely go to charity before I did anything and donate at least half of it to my charity. What's the biggest pet peeve? Oh, when people have these really annoying, not if it's natural, but if they're putting on a fake noise and hi guys, the pick-me girls who do that, it's such a pet peeve. If you were a fictional character, who would you be? I would be Lottie Brooks. I don't know if you've read them, but I've actually been reading them recently because I kind of find it really hard to read, and I buy them on my Kindle. My Kindle is literally my bestie to read. What's a controversial opinion you hold? Because this is really hard. It kind of involves my school, so I can't really say it. I'm going to have to skip that question. I'm really sorry. Oh my god, I've nearly run out of questions. I'm going to have to go find more. Do I have any hidden talents? I can do belly rolls, and I can do the worm. What was your dream job when you were a kid? Technically, I am still a kid. Can't really say that, but like, I think my dream job is either to do what my dad does, or be something to do with DT, like design technology. Like, I wouldn't want to do computer. Like, I'd just like to do like building, construction, or something like that. And definitely YouTube. What's the biggest lesson you've learned since becoming a creator? Literally, if someone decides to hate comment on you, they literally think you're awesome, okay? If someone's hate commenting on you, they just want you to feel bad for you to quit because they're jealous of you. So just don't do it. It's not necessary, okay, guys? It's really not necessary. There's no need to feel bad about the hate comments. And also, people will give you death threats, but like, I haven't had any, touch wood. Okay, so how do you handle hate comments or burnout? I have another account where I post like videos with my face and all that. I get quite a lot of hate comments, and how I deal with them is I don't really let them get to me. I mean, some of them are really bad that, yeah, I will start crying, but I try not to let them get to me because I'm not going to have my day ruined over one person's jealousy. What's your favourite way to unwind after a long day of filming? I don't know, this video took me 4 hours over the span of 3 days. Yeah. Okay, you can see my time limit went out there. Okay, so my favourite way to unwind after a long day of filming is definitely, I don't know if you've watched it, but Victoria, this show, is really good. And I find it really epic. So that's how I do that. Or I will go to sleep. What is a goal you've had for personal life outside of YouTube? I think getting good grades, good friends. I think good grades. I think that's how you call them in America. Good grades. I think I really need good grades. I'm actually in the grammar stream, guys, somehow. I don't know how that happened. But yeah. So I'm going to be giving out some advice for new creators if you are still here. Okay, so what advice would you give to someone wanting to start a YouTube channel today? Definitely go for it. Definitely post YouTube shorts, because YouTube shorts push out more than long form YouTube videos. What was your biggest mistake when you started YouTube? Definitely the way I used to record was definitely something. Do you have any advice of dealing with the algorithm and analytics? Well, the thing is you want like people to if people comment on your video, that pushes it out to more algorithm. If you've got more subscribers, that'll push it out to more people. Analytics is nothing really to worry about as a new creator. Not even I can really understand it. Another question is, how do you come up with ideas for your content? So like I said, I either think of them or I see them online and other places. Now I'm going to give you some tips on how to reach your first 100 subscribers. Okay, so you're going to want to promote your channel on like Instagram, TikTok, any of that more platforms where more people are meant to be like viewing. You can also ask your friends off. Asking friends is a bit embarrassing because like you've got a YouTube channel, people at school are going to do that. But definitely make sure your family subscribe. That's a good way to get subscribers. Post about your, like, keep one main thing. Like, I do Bloxburg videos, or like I do Roblox videos. Okay, don't like go switching between. You're like, oh, I'm gonna play Roblox today, Fortnite that day, then I'm gonna skip out a hell load of YouTube. Like, just keep like one main focus of your channel. Give your channel a name that's easier to remember. So if you've got like, mine right now is really hard to find, so I'm actually going to change my tune. I'm going to put a petition in a YouTube short on what my new name should be. customize your profile with some nice art. Now, mine's not really that epic right now, but I am definitely going to change it soon. And then find your content niche. So like I was saying before, like find all your thing. And then we just find some more Q&A questions. Okay. Now I've got 100 questions and I hope I can finish them. Why did you start your YouTube channel? I started my YouTube channel back in February back in January because I was really bored during half term. And I just thought it'd be really nice to it's something to do while you're bored. What is the story behind your channel name? So I used to have a Roblox account. I used to have a YouTube channel before actually. And yeah, I kind of just named it after that one. What's your biggest goal for this channel? My biggest goal for this channel is to get like a nice, lovely fan base. And also to entertain everyone. We've already answered that one. The most frustrating part of creating videos is definitely having to edit. Because I have to edit for like an hour to 2 hours and it gets real boring. What editing software do you use? I actually use CapCut and Canva. How long does it take for you to film and edit one video? It will take me a whole day. Which is also why I don't post as much anymore. What was your very first video on here? It was actually a tour of my house that I actually still have, guys, for some reason. How do you handle filming when you have zero motivation? I just think that some people are going to watch this video and it's going to help someone out there. So I just find that if I put the time into it, I could make millions of people happy. Where do I see my channel in 5 years? This is a big one. Because will be doing my GCSEs sometime in the span of now and 5 years. And if you don't know what GCSEs are, it's like when you go into year 12 and year 11 and when you're 16, you have to sit the biggest test of your life. But I do still think this will go into the future. Okay guys, so I am back. I just had to put that subscriber button over some text. What's the best piece of feedback you've ever received? Just call me Faye. Faye really motivates me to keep doing it. How do you handle, we've already done that one. Get to know me. What is your full name? Okay, my full name is Sophie Elizabeth something. I'm not going to say my last name. Where were you born and where do you live now? I was born in the UK and I live in the UK now. How many siblings do I have? I have one stepsister and 2 half-brothers. What's your favourite movie of all time? Definitely any Ice Age movie. Any Ice Age movie, amazing. Or The Golden Age is actually really good. What's my zodiac sign? I'm an Aries. Do you have any pets? I actually have quite a lot of fish. What is your dream travel destination? I really want to go to Ireland. I love Ireland. Sorry. What's your biggest pet peeve? Would have been through that one. What are your 3 favourite songs right now? I come home in the morning like my mother says. What you gonna do with your life? I'll tell you what I want, but I really, really want. So tell me what you want, but you really, really want. I really, really, really want. Zigga zigga. And I don't know what it's called, but yeah. What's your favourite colour? Green. Coffee or tea? Definitely tea. Sweet or savoury? Definitely savoury. What's one thing you can't live without? Probably all my jelly cats and my stuffed animals. I just well, if you had any superpower, what would it be? I would be the Greek goddess who makes people fall in love. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? I love going out and seeing castles. I love going around the UK and going to look at castles, but sometimes I go there and they're 3 hours away. What are 3 things on your bucket list? Go to Ireland, go back to Greece, and continue on with YouTube goal. What's my favourite book? Any Lottie books. And now I'm going to do some this or that to try and fill up. Summer or winter? Definitely winter, because you can wrap up warm. Android or iPhone? I am a big iPhone girly. I have all Apple. PC or Mac? I would go for a MacBook Pro, because then I can actually film videos better. Texting or calling? I find calling easier, because then I don't have to read so much. Dogs or cats? Definitely cats, no offence, but I'm really scared of dogs. City life or country life? I would go for city life in a high-rise apartment. Actually, no, I would go for this house here, but if it looked 10 times better. Order in or go out? Definitely go out, I love dressing up. Heels or sneakers? I would go heels, but not too big of heels. Reading a book or watching a movie? Definitely watching a movie. Introvert or extrovert? Like I said, whatever one makes you go outside. Oh, we've already been through all of these. A beach trip or mountain hike? Definitely a beach trip, because you can dress up in bikinis. Paper books or like online books? Definitely paper books. I like paperbacks better, but it's easier to read ebooks, but I like to read paperbacks. Flying or driving? I'm scared of planes, so definitely driving. Facebook or Instagram? Insta. Actually, no, Facebook's more funny. Gold or silver? I wear a lot of gold. I wear a lot of gold jewellery. Okay, funny, would you rather? What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you? I fall over quite a lot. But that's not the most embarrassing. I think the most embarrassing thing is when, so I was coming down this castle stairs once, right? And this lady grabs onto my shoulder, because there's like a little gap in the rail going down like all them like scary stairs. And she rocked me back and forth. And I was like, are you okay? And she's like, oh, do you need help? I thought you were about to fall. Knocks me back and forward, and then I nearly actually fell. Like I stacked it like down a step, but I was totally fine. That was really embarrassing. Would you rather be able to fly or be invisible? Fly, because if I was invisible I'd get very lonely. What's a weird food combination that you really love? Jolly Ranchers and ice cubes. What's your most awkward fashion phase? I would wear like a lot of crop tops and cycling shorts. And if you wore that once, you can imagine. Can you do any celebrity impressions? God, I don't really know any celebrities. No, I can't. Would you rather lose all your memories or never make new ones? I'd rather lose my memories, because you can always get them back looking at photos. What's a silly fear you have? I'm absolutely scared of dogs. Would you rather speak all languages or talk to animals? Speak all languages, because if you talk to animals, people would think you're crazy and you'll get accused of being a witch at this point. What's your favourite swear word when you stub your toe? Yeah, that one. Would you rather have one eye or one ear? One eye, because you can always get prosthetic eyes. What's the most useless talent you possess? I could do tongue rolls. Yeah, no, it's a bit random. Alright. What's your most irrational fear? I'm not gonna lie, this has no idea what that is. If you could be any animal, what would you be? I'd be a fish, because you get to blob around in a tank all day. Have you got a favourite board game? Monopoly. What's your dream travel destination? Ireland. Do you believe in astrology or zodiac signs? No. What's your favourite childhood cartoon? Everyone says like Pig or Paw Patrol, but I really like The Night Garden's really nice, but I don't think that's animated. What is your favourite holiday? I went to Fuerteventura last year. It was really nice. Got a really good tan. Would you rather live in a bustling city or in a quiet cabin in the woods? I would not want to live in a cabin in the woods, mate. I'd be crying my eyes out every night to sleep. Would you rather win the lottery or work at your dream job? Definitely work at my dream job. Would you rather have too many clothes or not enough? I already have too many clothes, so I think that makes that one up. Would you rather be famous for your talent or for your look? I'd rather be famous for my talent, because it doesn't really matter what people look like, and if you ever, that's a hard question. If your brain had background tabs like a computer, what would be your oldest one still open? I actually have a really bad memory, and probably the latest thing I can think of was what I had for dinner, which was Hunter's chicken, which is like barbecue chicken. No, yeah, I had barbecue chicken. Oh God, it's in the oven now. If you're a flavour of ice cream, what would you be? I'd be cookie dough. I love cookie dough. What's the silliest argument you've ever been a part of? Which jelly cat's better? I'm going to ask you a question now. If you got this far, make sure to comment down below. Now, if you do actually want a Q&A where people actually ask me questions, make sure to comment that down below, because I can always get my friend on to ask me a load of questions. But I'm going to have one more, and I'm going to randomly pick it. What is the biggest lie you've ever told a romantic partner? That their hair looked good, because I love my partner. Okay, so this is the end of the house for part 1. Again, if you wanted to follow along in this, just to say, because I can always slow this back down. But I hope you like this video, guys, because I mean, it took me 4 hours to make. Like I said, this really made me motivate and took me over the span of like 3 days. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope that you got this far. Comment down, go green heart. See you in the next one.